Hey everyone, Carol Hickman here with Chickstamper. I've got another fun project for you today. Today is day 22 of my 24 days of Christmas. And today's project is a little Ferrero Rocher treat holder. And it would make a great little addition to your holiday table this year, or any event, a little treat for your coworkers, things like that. So we can make it up into a birthday one for a birthday party table for 2021, whatever you decide, but it's a cute little holder. We're gonna make a little box and then this little side piece that wraps up and goes over. So let me show you how I made that. I used the Poinsettia Petals stamp set, and you can see that here. And I also used our layering circle dies. I wanted to use these two small ones, so I'm going to walk you through where I used these circle dies at today as well. And then our stamp, of course, comes from the Poinsettia Petals. We are going to use Poinsettia Place designer paper as well. Alrighty, so let's take a peek. I'm going to get my scoreboard. And first, let's make that real red box that holds our little treat. So my piece of real red is 2 3/4 by 5, and I'm gonna have the 5-inch piece across the top, and I'm gonna score at a 1/2 inch, 2 1/4, 2 3/4, and 4 1/2. Now I'm going to turn it 90 degrees, and I'm going to score at 1/2 inch and 2 1/4 inches. And that's it for the box. So let me show you what I did. I just want to cut off all 4 quarters. And then I also want to cut off these little middle tabs, we'll call them. See these little sections in the middle? So I'm going to cut that off as well. And that's just going to help our box come together. And it'll just fold over with flaps, and we can trim those, or excuse me, adhere those flaps with our Seal Plus. Okay, let me move this out of the way for now. Okay, so this is what it looks like right now, but we need to cut a circle. So you could use a punch, about a 1 1/4 inch punch would work. I'm going to use a die. So let me get out my mini Stampin' Cut machine, or an emboss machine, I should say, to use all the right terminology. This is going to be available for you January 5th, you guys, so be sure you get it on your wish list. So I've got my plate 1, which is the bottom plate, and then my 2 plates, which are my acrylic plates. I'm going to sandwich my paper in between. I've got a lot of static electricity today. Okay, so this sheet, I'm going to just center my circle die, and it's about 1 1/4 inches. And let's see if we can get that pushed all the way through here. There we go. Sorry for the shaking. There we go. Let's see what we got. Okay. So let's get this. This stuff is going in the trash. So we've got our hole now that we can assemble our box. So I want to get some Seal Plus, because that's going to hold my box together. And I want to get my bone folder so that I can burnish all of these score lines. So let's do that, because we want our box to be nice and crisp and square and straight and all that good stuff. Okay, and then we've got these middle score lines to do. This is a pretty simple box. And so basically what we're gonna do is I'm gonna put adhesive on these top flaps, and I'm just gonna close it right up just like that. And this gives me the bottom base to my treat holder, and it's gonna hold that Ferrero Rocher. So I'm just gonna put some Seal Plus, and I like the Seal Plus because it will hold. You can certainly use tear and tape. That would be another option to hold it nice and strong. Okay. Then, let's get this folded over here. There we go. So now we can just close up our box with the snail on the inside. And those flaps are just gonna hold straight down. There we go. And we can see that our candy treat fits right in there. All righty. So fun. So that part's done. Let's set that aside. Now we have our little wrapper piece. So let me get back to my scoring tool, and I've got a piece of the designer paper, the Poinsettia Place designer paper, and I'm gonna set it up here. This piece is 1 3/4 wide by 7 3/4 long. All righty, so let's take a peek. Make sure you're in camera here. Okay, so this piece we're gonna score at 3/4, 2 1/2, 3, 4 3/4, 5 1/4, and 7. And that's it for that. Okay. So we're gonna need a hole in one of these spots. So let me just kind of score on these or burnish these score lines, and it'll help us maybe. Might be a little easier to be able to see our spot. Okay. So this is the section, this is the front of my treat holder, and the middle part, which is this bottom section, is where my box is gonna go. So I want to cut a space in here to be able to see the treat holder. So let's get our mini Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine back. And we're gonna do this again. This time I'm gonna use a smaller circle, and I'm gonna use one of the scalloped ones from the layering circles. Okay, so this is my section, and the part I have to be able to see here is this score line and this score line, so that I can kind of center it the best I can. And there we go. Okay. There we go, perfect. Okay. So now you could put this together just like this with your candy treat on the inside. That would be just fine. I'm gonna take a little piece of window sheet, and my treat holder is 1 3/4 wide. So I made my window sheet about 1 5/8 by 1 5/8, just because I wanted it to be smaller, right? I don't want it to go all the way to the edge, but it needed to be big enough to cover this hole. So I'm just gonna put some glue dots in each corner. It doesn't take a lot of adhesive because it's not going to take a lot of wear and tear. And sometimes the window sheets, they're kind of slick, so sometimes it's hard to get them to stick where you want them to be because the window sheet is slippery. There we go. Okay, so now I'm just gonna put that down right over my hole. Doesn't have to be pretty, it's just to cover it up because then it looks nice from the front. But here we go. Okay, so our box is gonna fit right in here. So let's put some adhesive. I'm gonna put a little bit on the very bottom, and I'm also gonna put some on the side pieces which go on the front and back. And then I'm gonna put some up here so that these flaps will hold together. Okay, so we have this bottom section, and we're just gonna line up our little box to fit right inside that. Okay, and then fold up these side sections. They've got some adhesive on them, so that's perfect. And then I want to drop in my treat. So my Ferrero Rocher chocolate treat. And then I just need to kind of hook these together here because I put some adhesive on it. That's pretty cute. So let's get it decorated. Easy, right? You could make a bunch of those for your holiday table. May not be too many because you might not, probably aren't getting together with too many people this holiday season, but if you are, it's gonna look cute on your table, or you can save this cute project for next year. Okay, so my sentiment I'm gonna stamp says Happy Holidays. And again, that's from the Poinsettia Petals stamp set. I'm gonna use real red ink. And my little piece of paper here is 3/4 of an inch by 1 3/4 inches. So remember that all the written instructions, measurements, and everything is in the PDF tutorial for this project and all 24 projects. So everybody who's purchased from me in December. So be sure you get your orders in and that they're $50 or more, and you'll receive all the whole PDF of all 24 projects that you can use for this holiday or holidays to come, but you can also change up those projects and use them for birthdays and anniversaries, graduations, all that fun stuff in 2021. So I'll be emailing out those project sheets. It's a big PDF, obviously, with 24 pages of projects. So I don't want you to miss out. Get your orders in during the month of December. Okay, so I just glued that on the bottom, although it's a little crooked, so let's make it a little less crooked there. There we go. And I wanted to put on a ribbon, so I've got some of the red sheer ribbon, and let's see, we'll just cut from here. So this is the real red, it's sheer ribbon. It's just fun because to me it's very, very holiday-ish. Maybe because it's sheer. I don't know, it works great to wrap packages with and for your projects. I think that's why I like it, because it kind of does double duty. So about 16 inches or so of any ribbon you like. We'll make a fun bow to put on the front here. And I'll just attach it with a glue dot. And then I've got some of the gold glitter enamel dots I thought would be fun to decorate the sentiment. So we'll use some of these little teeny tiny baby ones. It's kind of fun. This has so many different sizes on it. And they're so tiny, they're hard to pick up. I bet you guys are getting ready for Christmas. Just a few more days, right? Today's Monday, so we've got 4 more days. And just 2 more projects after this one for our 24 days of Christmas. So hopefully I can come up with something you'll still need to use and you could make to use for your holiday. There we go. What do you think? So it says Happy Holidays. And you can get, the best deal that I have found on these Ferrero Rocher chocolates are at Costco. And it's a big square container, about 20, gosh, 20 of them maybe? Maybe 24. I don't remember, but that's the best deal if you need a whole lot. If you just need a few, I'm sure you can find them at your grocery store when you're getting your other groceries. But it's just a fun, I think that would look cute on your table. You could add people's name to it. It could be their nameplate or their name down here instead of stamping Happy Holidays. All right, you guys, this is day 22. Thank you so much for watching today. I really appreciate it. While you're here, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and check out the description. You'll find links to my Facebook page where I will be back in January with live Friday classes. And you'll see my shopping site link at chick.stampinup.net. And please, if you would like to order anything, just go right there and make your order $50 or more so you receive this free PDF of all 24 projects. And if you need help with ordering, just email me or send me a message. Thanks so much, you guys. I really appreciate you. I'll be back tomorrow with another fun project. Take care. Have a great day. Bye-bye.